In a bustling and crowded city, news began to spread about mysterious disappearances of people from various backgrounds and ages. Everyone was anxious, and the police were unable to find any clues to solve the case. Youssef, a young man in his late 20s, worked as a waiter in a small restaurant. He didn't have many friends, but he had a cheerful spirit and worked hard to earn a living. One night, while closing the restaurant late, he heard muffled screams coming from a nearby alley. Youssef hesitated for a moment but decided to check it out. As he approached the alley, he found a man lying on the ground covered in blood, with another person in torn, blood-stained clothes eating from the man's body. Youssef was shocked and terrified. When the man turned toward Youssef, he saw his hungry and monstrous eyes. Youssef quickly fled back to the restaurant, closing the door behind him, breathing heavily. Youssef reported the incident to the police, but when they arrived at the scene, they found no trace of the body or the other person. The police began to doubt Youssef's story, especially with no evidence to support it. But Youssef knew what he had seen. It was no hallucination. Youssef started feeling constantly watched, as if someone was tracking him. In the following days, he noticed colleagues from work and old friends disappearing. He realized something dangerous was happening in the city, and the authorities couldn't handle it. Youssef decided to find the truth himself. He started talking to people who had lost loved ones, gathering stories similar to his own. They all described individuals acting savagely and possessing an insatiable hunger for human flesh. Youssef decided to track these monsters himself. One night, Youssef followed a suspicious person to an abandoned building on the outskirts of the city. He cautiously entered the building and discovered a basement filled with surgical tools, blood, and human remains. Suddenly, he was attacked by a group of people who seemed to have lost all humanity. Youssef managed to escape with difficulty and realized these individuals were not supernatural monsters but people subjected to horrifying scientific experiments that made them behave this way. Youssef learned that a secret organization was using these experiments to develop illegal drugs and research. With the help of some investigative journalists, Youssef exposed this secret organization and shed light on their crimes. The responsible individuals were arrested, and the city gradually returned to normal. But Youssef never forgot what he had seen, knowing that evil could hide in the most unexpected places, waiting for another chance to emerge.